Okay, so before I begin my review of The Blackening, I would like to answer a question that was asked in the movie itself. In the beginning, these two characters are playing this game that's very important to the plot of the movie. And there's a question about name a black character who survived in a horror film. Now, the joke in the movie is, well, there aren't any. The black characters are always the first to die, they never make it. Well, that is actually an incorrect assumption. And as a film goer, I'd like to cite a few examples of black characters who have survived in horror films all the way to the end. We're going to start things off with Peter from Dawn of the Dead. Black character played by Ken Foree survives all the way to the end, even though, yeah, originally he was supposed to be killed off. In that movie's sequel, Day of the Dead, we have another black character, John, who's like Jamaican, the helicopter pilot. He survives to the end so he can take everyone to the promised land. In Night of the Demons, Roger survives by basically helping no one and saving himself. He was an African American character. And it's kind of the same with Reggie the Reckless in Friday the 13th, Part 5. When there was trouble, he screamed and got the fuck on out of there, even leaving behind the white woman. So, yeah, some black characters do survive in horror films. So, like I said, this is a review for the movie The Blackening. Now, this is a standard horror movie where a bunch of characters decide to go have a party out in the woods, and wouldn't you know it, there's a killer out there trying to stop them one by one. Also, he wants them to play a sadistic game, kind of like Saw style. And the hook is that it's an all African American, all black cast in the horror film. And, it's sort of like, well, how would things be different if it was a bunch of black characters out in the woods instead of a bunch of white characters who occasionally will invite some black friends with them? Y'all really was really interested by the premise of this movie, but ultimately, I just didn't feel it. I'm sorry. Positives, great acting, and great writing with the characters. They felt like real people. They were all different characters, which is good in a horror film. You want characters who, you feel something for. So when they're about to be killed or they get killed, you feel something there. I've always said that. What makes a good horror film is you care about the characters in that situation, and that was certainly the case with this. That being said, and this is a huge spoiler alert, I didn't think enough of them died. It's like a horror film, so some people, they're just going to get the axe. And, they start out with, I think, 7 characters in the cabin, and they come out with 6. I'm not going to spoil who gets it. But they also had 2 of their friends who you see earlier in a little prologue with with that question, and they get killed off, but you don't spend enough time with them, so who cares? And like I said, you gotta kill off some characters in a horror film so you know how dangerous things are, and they didn't do that with those characters, so kind of a negative. The comedy, I laughed here and there. There were some jokes I was like, well, should I, a white person, be laughing at this? So I didn't laugh. And there were some I said, fuck it, I'm going to laugh anyways. A lot of social commentary in this film, from an African American's perspective. So, that you sit back and watch, and maybe you learn something, maybe you don't. Like I said, aside from that, it's just kind of a standard horror film. I rate movies based on how much I pay to see them. So like $8.50 across the country is the standard price for a movie ticket versus how much I think it was actually worth seeing. Shit. I don't want to dock this too much, but like I said, they needed to kill off more characters for me to be invested. So I'm just going to knock it at 5 cents. So $7.95 out of, no, shit. Fucking math is terrible. Okay, 5 cents. So 845 out of 850. And that was my thoughts on the Black.